Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to this first podcast we're doing together on supervision. Hi, Beatrijs. It's great to see you here.
Hi, sorry. Hi. Shall I introduce something of myself?
Yes.
So I'm Beatrice or Beatrijs in Dutch. I'm a Dutch supervisor and a teacher supervisor. And I'm looking forward to do a course on supervision with Sari together.
Yay. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sari van Poelje. I'm a TSTA in organizations and an EMCC master supervisor. We've decided to give a training program together on supervision, are both of our passions.
Yes.
It's going to start in June. You can find all the information on www.intactacademy.com. And we thought we'd start by introducing kind of our thinking about supervision in a couple of podcasts beforehand.
Yeah.
And today, Beatrijs, you're going to take us into the land of contracting in supervision.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to hearing you speak.
Great. Great. Yeah. So supervision is in supervision, you have a conversation with somebody, and that conversation is not clearly structured because the supervisee brings in a question and the supervisor gives questions back to navigate the story or the problem or whatever is going on for the supervisee. And that means that contracting is a vital part of uh, being a supervisor and of providing supervision for your participants, for your supervisees. Um, I was thinking about how important it is in the contract to navigate between chaos and order. So that in a structured way of having that conversation, you don't overstructure because you want the supervisor to find whatever is the key issue or whatever is the part that has not been known before.
Mm.
Well, so anyway, I want to elaborate a little bit on that there are different ways of contracting in supervision. So first, when a supervisee comes to you for supervision, you can make a contract for the longer term.
Mhm.
In TA, we have three levels in contracting. So we have the procedural, the psychological, procedural, the professional, and the psychological level. And these level are very well. This good material to work with the supervisee for the longer term. So it will make the explicit bilateral agreement to a well-known course of action is what we how we define a contract. It will make that very clear. So when a supervisee says, I am coming for supervision and I have this question, can we do that in, I don't know, 10 sessions or 6 sessions? Or how do you think about that? I realize that is also particularly something in the Netherlands, that we have supervisees who come for 10 sessions. And I know from abroad and from my work in the UK and in Germany and in other countries that we have even longer periods of supervision. So while it is in the Netherlands not that normal to have 40 or 50 supervisions, in my TA work, it is quite normal to have that amount of supervision with one supervisor. That will make a different arc to work on, and it will mean that you have, for example, a contract about the relationship more than about the content of what you are bringing.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think that's important. Mm, is there anything that you would be interested in, Sari, if you hear me talk? Just can you say what it prompts for you?
Yeah, so I really like this idea of having an arc of work and that we work at the I still
Yes,
call it administrative,
yeah,
professional, psychological level. And that if you have a long-term relationship, if I understand that correctly, you contract more on the relationship
yeah,
than on the immediate problem.
yeah,
Can you give an example of how you do relational contracting?
yeah. Um, so, mm, so for example, when I see a supervisee for a contract, which I know that it will take several years, my questions around contracting are around what do you, what is your experience being in a long-term relationship with a teacher or with somebody who you work with professionally? And what has been important for you in that? So how could that be reflected in the relationship that we are building? Um, what has been important for you in general when it comes to uh, relationships and trust, for example, or relationships and uitdaging, um, challenge. So, in what way do you like to be challenged? Is it difficult when you are challenged? What do you know of yourselves when we will be working? How that will land with you? Um, so those are questions around relationships that I ask.
I love that. So
Mm,
thank you very much. So this is what we're working on in the program. How do you contract in supervision?
yes.